Hello my beautiful hammerheads and welcome back. Age of Sigmar. Cities of Sigmar has a massive leak and I'm all for it. Yesterday I was so sleep deprived that I accidentally deleted all my work about the Lion review. But with this, let's dive straight in. I will put the pictures up here and I hope that the quality will hold up, as the quality of the leaks is, as per usual, not really great because somehow people don't know how to take pictures. Okay, let's look at the minis first. There are so many beautiful... Oh, I don't have the words for it. The only two we know as of right now are the Alchemite Warforger and the Free Guild Marshal. Oh, this one is of Hammerhal Aksha. Makes sense with the red shield. Okay, but then we have the War Surgeon. I love that he's just having a hacksaw with him or with her because there is a different head for it. Beautiful. Then the Arc Knight with either the axe or the Great Warhammer. Beautiful. Great Herald of Hammerhal Aksha. Of course we need a dedicated standard bearer. The Whisper Blade. Is this an adjutant or an assassin? It just looks so good with the small blade in between the cloak. Ah, amazing. The Soul Shepherd? What is a Soul Shepherd? Please tell me. I just want to know. And of course we have a masked Gargolion. Ah, beautiful. Okay, next picture. This is Pontifex Zenestra. No, it's not Pontiff Sullivan of Dark Souls 3. This was where my mind went first. And I love this dichotomy of one side is the living Pontifex and on the other side is probably the predecessor. We don't know, it's just a skeleton with candles on it. Ah, beautiful. The Ironweld Great Cannon. Oh, this is everything I wanted to be in a Great Cannon. As soon as I saw the aesthetics of, first of all, the ogre with the great shield, then the fusiliers with their shields and guns. I love this aesthetic with the shield in front, with the chains dangling on the bottom. Oh, this is the whole premise of here we stand, here we fight, here we will shoot you into little bits. Ah, just how amazing is this one? Please. Ah, it's the best. And that guy with his not safe for work drink. Ah, I just want the possibility that this will blow itself into shrapnel, but we will look at the War Scroll in a moment. First of all, we have the Sorceress. She has a witch staff, which it's a sorcerer staff. There's nothing really special about it. So she's not a real surprise. Basically nothing has changed about her. Thing is that she lost her ability to run and shoot or charge. So, okay. Then we have the Battle Mage on foot. Very important. We'll come to that War Scroll in a moment. So here is a lot. We have the Arcane Trinkets. When you pick this unit to be part of your army, you can pick one of the following Arcane Trinkets for it to possess. Record this information on your army roster. So we have the Ancient Grimoire, add 1 to casting rolls, the Eldritch Hourglass, this unit has a ward of 5, the Enchanted Blade, Add 2 to the attack characteristics of this unit's wizard staff. The ensorcelled skull. Add 1 to unbinding rolls. The realmstone orb. Add 6 inches to the range of spells cast by this unit. So everything is of course just for the battle mage. Then the ritual dagger. Once per battle, at the start of your hero phase, you can say that this unit will draw blood. If you do so, this unit suffers 1 mortal wound that cannot be negated, and this unit can attempt to cast 1 additional spell in that phase. And the spectral potion. Once per battle in your hero phase, you can say that this unit will uncork its spectral potion. If you do so, pick 1 enemy unit within 12 inches of this unit and roll a dice. On a 2+, that enemy unit suffers D3 mortal wounds. Finally, we're done. So these are just all the possible ways to build the battle mages, which I love. Okay, Pontifex Zenestra, matriarch of the Great Wheel, is armed with the scepter of the wheel. And here we have to read this little lore snippet because I love it so much. The great wheel turns and the driving force is faith. As she gives her inspiring battlefield sermons, the raw celestial powers of the God King crackles out from Pontifex Zenestra's sacred palanquin to incinerate her enemies, whilst her acolytes bludgeon and hew any foolish enough to approach her without permission. Okay, Scepter of the Wheel, well, it's nothing really, just ignore it. Club and Axe, just ignore it. She just has 5 attacks, hits on 3s, wounds on 3s, 1 damage. This model is a lover, not a fighter. So, the voice of the God King. Zenestra is the mouthpiece of Sigmar himself upon the battlefield. With a simple utterance, she can banish the sorceries of the enemy. So this is the Cruel Boys equivalent of the Mouth of Morg. This unit can attempt to dispel 1 endless spell at the start of your hero phase and attempt to unbind 1 spell in the enemy hero phase, in the same manner as a wizard. Add 1 to the unbinding rolls made for this unit. Then we have the Blessed Palanquin, the thrice sanctified sedan chair upon which Zenestra is born, offers her mystical protection. It's a 4+ ward save. The Vessel of Sigmar, channeling the divine might of the God King, Pontifex Zenestra has the power to bless the very earth around her. Vessel of Sigmar is a prayer with an answer value of 3. If answered and this unit is within your territory, pick 1 of the effects below to apply until the start of your next hero phase. If answered and this unit is not within your territory, pick 2 of the effects below to apply until the start of your next hero phase instead. Great! So it's a very aggressive unit. Okay, first of all we have Hallowed Ground. Friendly Cities of Sigmar human units have a ward of 5. While they are wholly within 18 inches of this unit. That is a great range. The Great Wheel Turn. Add 2 inches to the move characteristic of Friendly Cities of Sigmar human units on this battlefield. On the battlefield. Again, human. As we know that the Cities of Sigmar will probably be just a human faction in the next battle tome. Cast out evil. Roll a dice for each enemy wizard and priest on the battlefield. On a 2+, that unit suffers D3 mortal wounds. And last but not least, Wrath of Azir. Like the spokes of the Great Wheel, twisting arcs of celestial lightning revolve around Zenestra's sedan, scorching the enemies of Sigmar until they are naught but smoking husks. I love this lore snippets. At the start of combat phase and after this unit fights, roll the dice for each enemy unit within 3 inches of this unit. On a 2+, the unit being rolled for suffers D3 mortal wounds. Beautiful. Oh yeah, and she has 9 wounds, which is the best amount of wounds because she's still in the lookout sir option. Just love it. Best kind of wounds for a hero. Then we have the Ironweld Great Cannon. It has a move of 3, makes sense. Wounds of 8, also great. Then we have the Great Cannon. It has 3 different characteristics for shooting. First, it's the cannonball. 24-inch range, 2 attacks, 4 to hit, 2 to wound, -2 rend. Damage is D3 plus 2. Great. So at least 3 damage. I love this. Then Great Cannon Armor Piercing Shell. It's everything the same, just 4 rend and D6 damage. So there is the possibility to just obliterate the armor is by far greater. The damage has the possibility to be less, of course. But I guess it's better because rend 4 is just immensely better to negate the armor of your enemy. And then we have the grape shots. 12 inches, 5 attacks, 3 to hit and wound, -1 rend and 2 damage. This is just the blunderbuss of great cannons. And just ignore the melee weapons. So you of course have to choose one of these. But the cannonball and the armor piercing shell, this is the shoot and shell rule. You can only use this with the fortified position rule. At the start of the battle, this unit is in a fortified position. In addition, at the end of your movement phase, if this unit both remained stationary and was not set up in that phase, it can establish a fortified position. Once this unit is in a fortified position, it remains so until it moves or is removed from the battlefield. While this unit is in a fortified position, you can ignore negative modifiers to save rolls for attacks made with missile weapons that target it. That is a mouthful. It's simple. Don't move and you have better shots, and you basically just get ethereal for missile weapons. That's it. Just don't move this thing. Then we have the Battle Mage on Celestial Hurricanum. 12 wounds, move of 8, save of 4. Okay, I don't like this model. It's old, but it's a great piece because we already see it does not bracket, and so it doesn't matter how many wounds you get, the thingies are always the same. Ignore the wizard staff, ignore the arcane tools, ignore the hoofs and tuffs of the horses. One cast, one unbind hero. If you choose the Law of the Collegiate Arcane, you have to use the Twin-Tailed Comet spell. We will see what this is in the Battle Tome. Then we have the Storm of Shemtek. In the hero phase, you can pick one enemy unit within 18 inches of this unit and roll a number of dice equal to the number of the current battle round. For each roll of 2+, that enemy unit suffers D3 mortal wounds. So in the first battle round, 1 dice, in the third, 3 dice, in the fifth, if you survive for that long, 5 dice on 2+. Great! Then we have the Portents of Battle. Add 1 to hit rolls for each attack made by friendly Cities of Sigmar human units wholly within 9 inches of any friendly unit with this ability. So it gives +1 to hit for every human unit within wholly 9 inches of this model. And we have Chain Lightning. It's a spell that has a range of 18 inches and a casting value of 6. You pick one enemy unit within range and visible to the caster. That unit suffers D3 mortal wounds. Then roll a dice for all other enemy units within 6 of the picked enemy units. On a 4+, the unit being rolled for suffers D3 mortal wounds. And then it stops. Great spell. We will have to see what Twin-Tailed Comet is to make an educated guess on which is better. Okay, Battle Mage on Luminarch of Hish. That's the sniper thingy which saved Tactus's Bum Bum against Nagash. But yeah, so again, ignore everything close combat thingies. It's the same, one cast, one unbind wizard. If you choose the Law of the Collegiate Arcane for this unit, it must choose fast protection. We will have to again wait and see what this is. So, Searing Beam of Light. Do not use the attack sequence for an attack made with Searing Beam of Light. Pick one point on the battlefield within range of the shooting model that is visible to it and draw a straight line between that point and the closest point on the shooting model's base. Roll a dice for each unit that has any models passed across by that line. For each roll of 2+, that unit suffers d3 mortal wounds. Okay, draw a line of 13 inches and everyone suffers on the 2+ d3 mortal wounds. Easy. Then we have the Aura of Protection. Friendly Cities of Sigmar human units have a ward of 6, while they are wholly within 9 inches. And we have the Burning Gaze. Burning Gaze is a spell that has a casting value of 6 and a range of 18 inches. If successfully cast, pick one enemy unit within range and visible to the caster. That unit suffers d3 mortal wounds, double the number of mortal wounds caused if that unit has 10 or more models, or triple the number of mortal wounds caused if that unit has 20 or more models. Maybe this is a hint for 4th edition that we will see more hordes in Age of Sigmar, or just something against the hordes of zombies. Okay, then we have the last 2 war scrolls. Oh, we're finally through. It's a lot. We have the Warden King. He has a rune hammer, 5 attacks, 3 to hit and wound, -2 to rend, d3 damage. He is the Ancestral Grudge Bearer. If this unit is picked to be your general at the start of your first battle round, you can pick one enemy unit to bear a grudge against. If you do so until the end of the battle, if the unmodified hit roll for an attack made with a melee weapon by a friendly Cities of Sigmar Duadim unit that targets the enemy unit is 6, that attack automatically wounds the target. Do not make a wound roll. That's nice. So it's the critical hit equivalent of 40k. Fearless Leader. In the combat phase, after this unit has fought for the first time, in that phase, you can pick one friendly Cities of Sigmar Duadim unit that has not yet fought in that phase, is within 3 inches of an enemy unit, and is wholly within 12 inches of this unit. That unit can fight immediately. That's a lot of text, but it's a good ability. So it's just the Lumineth equivalent of we fight together. And last but not least, we have the Longbeards. So they have the Ancestral Great Axe or the Ancestral Weapons. So it's pick one or the other. The Great Axe has 2 attacks, 3 to hit, 3 to wound, -2 rend, 1 damage. The Ancestral Weapons have 2 attacks, 3 to hit, 4 to wound, -1 rend, 1 damage. If you have the Ancestral Weapon, you get a shield, which gives you a save characteristic of 3 instead of 4. So of course you can give this a command squad. The champion has +1 attack, the standard bearer adds 1 to your bravery, and your musician gives you +1 to run. And you have the special rule, I thought Duadim were made of sterner stuff. Each time a model would flee from a friendly Cities of Sigmar Duadim unit, that is wholly within 12 inches of any friendly unit with this ability, roll a dice. On 4+, that model does not flee. Good unit, I like it, and that's it. I love almost everything about this. The only thing I really do not like is the model of the Battle Mage on Celestial Hurricanum / Luminarch of Hish. And of course the helmets. But the helmets, I've seen so many discussions about it already. And but that's fine. But this is really, really dangerous for me, as I really tend to. I just want the Cities of Sigmar now. The thingies just look too good. Pontex Zenestra is an amazing model. The Iron Weld Great Cannon is beautiful. The War Surgeon, the Soul Shepherd, the Whisper Blade, they are so good. I love this so much. I want it. Just inject the plastic into my veins, please. So yeah, but these are just my thoughts. Please tell me what you think. This is a long video, we talked a lot. It's worth it. There will be... My bad mood from yesterday is immediately gone. So there is always light on the horizon. This is my lesson for today. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave your thoughts and questions in the comment section down below. I am keen to know what you have to say. And while you're down there, do all the YouTube stuff, because hitting buttons is fun. If you want to support the channel and you don't know what to say, just tell me which one of these models is the best for you and why. Have a great day, my friend. Stay fantastic, stay hydrated, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!